Hi, welcome to Cloud9 Yoga. I'm Claudia and it's great to have you here with me. Today we're going to do active hip mobility. Most of the moves will be done purely by using the muscles of the hip alone to achieve the posture. We're going to start lying down and you will need no props unless you want a couple of blocks just for a bit of a support. Feel free to have them handy. I haven't got any on me, so I'm going to do without, but I'll tell you when they can come handy. Start lying down on your back and allow yourself 3 deep breaths to really zone in. When you get here, if you're a new practitioner, this might feel a little bit surreal, a little unsure. If you're a seasoned practitioner, however, if you lay down here, you probably just want to take a deep breath in and exhale and surrender. So whether you're seasoned or new, take a deep breath in through the nose and then open your mouth and let it all out. Full exhale. Allow yourself to feel the outer core hugging in before you feel the abs per se. Inhale through the nose one more time. Open your mouth and let it all out. Really full, not forceful, but just full exhale. And one last like that, aligning the diaphragm with the ribs and hips. Breath in through the nose and exhale fully. Nice and easy, allowing yourself to really come into the zone. You can have your eyes closed or softly opened, whatever feels better for you today. If you're working with intention, just turn the awareness of your mind towards it. Otherwise, just allow yourself to take a moment to take a stock, noticing what it feels like to be in the body. What's the underlying tone of your mind? We're going to start straight away. Zip your legs together and then flex your toes, turning the toes towards the knees. Keeping that strength through the legs, allow yourself to press through the back of the lower ribs down to the floor. Not necessarily flattening the lower back, but just kind of feeling how the body is a little heavier. And then without using your hands are by the side of the body, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. It doesn't have to be straight. If it's bent, that's fine. And it also doesn't have to be fully above the hip. So if this is where your leg is, let it be here. Just come to the end range of motion for yourself. Keep that heel reaching towards the ceiling. Keep the left heel reaching towards the bottom edge of the room. Relaxing through the shoulders. One more deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, take the right leg to the right without holding the right leg, right foot. Just nice and simple. If it helps, you can take the left hand to cactus or to a T and focus on flattening through that left shoulder. I'm not interested in how far that right leg goes. I'm interested in how far you can control it without lifting the left outer hip or the left shoulder. Let's take one more breath here, reaching through that right outer heel, right heel to the right rather. A left heel is still reaching towards the bottom edge of the room. And then as you exhale, bring the right leg up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in here, just recenter. And as you exhale, let's take the right leg to the left this time. And this time you might want to take the right arm to the side for support. Left hand can be pressing the floor. You want that right heel to be as much in line with that right hip as possible. So you don't want it to slide down. Keep it nice and high. Keep that right heel reaching towards the left. One more deep breath, flattening through the left shoulder, right shoulder. A left heel reaches towards the bottom edge of the room. Exhale, bring it back up. Nice. Then bend that right knee. That should feel nice and easy. Bending that right knee again without using your hands, bring the right knee as close to the chest as possible. Lengthen the tailbone towards the left heel. Left heel is strong. Left leg is strong. One more deep breath. Squeeze it even closer. Feel that right hip flexor having to work here. You can flex or point the right toes. I don't mind. And then gently release the right foot. Let it slide next to the left leg. And let's do the same thing on the left side. Lift the left leg up towards the sky. Just take a moment. Notice what it feels like. That left leg might have been sat, bent the whole day. You might have just woken up. Just notice what is going on in there. Flex the toes. Reach through that left heel. Reach through the right heel. So the right leg is still strong and engaged. We're not asleep here today. Pressing through the lower back ribs down to the ground. pressing through the back of the pelvis down to the ground. And then nice and soft. Left leg to the left. Keep that left heel as much in line with the left hip as possible, just opening it to the side. Right hand can come out to a T or a cactus, whatever feels best for you. One more deep breath, reaching through the heels to the opposite direction. As you exhale, bring the core in and slide the left leg up. Take a breath in here. Just recentering, exhale, left leg to the right. Feel a stretch through the glute side. Keep that left shoulder nice and heavy and keep the left heel in line with the left hip so it doesn't slide down. Nice. One more breath. Slide it back up. Whew. And I'm going to let you in a secret. I was getting a cramp in there. Flexing the foot. Now bend that left knee. Bring the left knee close to your chest. Yeah, I'm terribly crampy these days. Probably more dark chocolate, right? Any chocolate. If the answer is chocolate, I definitely have whatever is needed for it. All right, bring that left knee closer. Right heel reaches further. Take a deep breath in. Chocolate. And then as you exhale, loosen it up. Bring the left foot to the floor. Bring the right foot to the floor. Hug both knees. This time use your hands just for a moment, just to really round it up. Bring the nose towards the knees. Cross the ankles. And then a few times rock and roll the length of your spine. See if you can do one vertebra at a time. Eventually, we'll come into seated. And when you come into seated, I want you to bring yourself to a wide-legged seat. One more time, toes towards the knees. Lengthen through the spine. First option for block number one. Right now, you can put the block underneath your hips if it feels like you're rounding through the lower back. Nice. Toes flexed. Sit nice and upright. Take a deep breath in and we're just dynamically getting ease to the breath. Left hand, right knee, shin or ankle. Come back to center, inhale. Right hand, left shin, knee or ankle. Come back to center, inhale. Same thing to the right. Just with the breath. And same thing to center. Same thing to the left. And come back to center. Take a deep breath in, reach through the arms, lengthen through the ring fingers, and then lean slightly back and bring your knees and your legs to cross-seated, cross-legged. Reaching through the arms as you exhale, lean forward. You can bring your hands towards the floor, and in here I just want you to ease yourself into your hips. So you can sway from side to side. If it's really uncomfortable coming into cross-legged, you can bring the heel towards the groin and then heel to heel. Just swaying in here. One more breath. Lengthen through the spine. And then come back upright. Without using your hands, open your legs back into Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged seat. Flex those toes. Left hand, right knee, shin or ankle. Come back up. Right hand, left knee, shin or ankle. Come back up. Same thing, opposite leg in front. So earlier it was the right one for me, this time is the left one. Reach through the ring fingers, inhale, exhale, lean forward. Sway, 2 to 3 breaths in here. If swaying doesn't quite feel natural, you can just come up on the inhale slightly, walk those hands further on the exhale. Lovely, then bring yourself upright. Open those legs up into one last time, Upavishta Konasana. Reach through the ring fingers this time as you exhale. See if you can hinge from the hips. So walk the sit bones slightly further back and then lean forward. And as you lean forward, see if you can pause halfway, lengthen, reach through the ring fingers, exhale, lean deeper. Flex those toes, keep those legs nice and strong, and exhale even deeper. Nice. Then let the arms touch the ground, whether they're close to you or quite far away. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, soften and bow. Inhale, come back up. Leaning slightly back, bring the soles of the feet together. coming into a butterfly pose. I want you to bring your hands towards the knees. If you are near the wall, feel free to sit with your back flat to the wall. If you don't want to move, stay with me. If you're still on that block, that's perfectly fine. Allow your hands to come to your knees. The idea is that you stay up as upright in your upper body as possible. Now with your hands, gently, without, the key word here is gently, without forcing too much, just let the hands rest on your knees. We're going to press the knees into the hands and the hands will resist, and I'm going to count it to 10. So get ready, take a deep breath in and then press the knees into the hands on 10, 9. If my hands were in there, I would be pushing the knees towards one another. 6, 5, 4, let those feet keep in contact with one another. 2, and last one, release the tension. Without coming out of the pose, bring the knees closer to the floor. Keep nice and upright on 10, 9, keep the feet together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the tension. Bring your knees together, come into all fours. Fantastic. And as you come into all fours, allow yourself a few moments to align the wrists directly under the shoulders. Spread your fingers like big frog hands. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. And untuck your toes for a moment. Bump your hips to the right, look over the left shoulder. Take a semicircle towards the back and towards the left, look over the left shoulder. Same thing towards the right, semicircle, coming back into neutral. Tuck your toes under. We're going to fire up at the hip flexor now, so the front of the hip. So pressing the hands into the floor, try to avoid collapsing into your shoulders. Pushing the floor away from us, hugging through the lower ribs, tucking your toes under, lift your knees to hover. That will fire up your core. Don't lose anything in that upper body. Without moving the whole body, let's see if we can do a version of mountain climbers by bringing one knee at a time towards the elbow or towards the nose, but try not to look down. Let's start with the left. In, release, right, in, release, left, to the left elbow, tap, release, to the right elbow, release, left, release, right, release, left, and right, and 3 more on each side. Stay with me, and 2 more, and last one on each side, and nice and easy, downward facing dog. As you come into that downward facing dog, it's your first down dog of the practice. Pedal your feet, wag your tails, press through the hands, soften your knees, take your hips up and away. Soften your gaze, and then with the hips nice and light, see if you can elongate the legs. They don't have to be fully straight, but the heels are aiming towards the ground. Reach the right leg up, inhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Option here to stay or to lower that left elbow. If you've lowered that left elbow, walk the right hand further forward. Left hip pulls away from the left armpit and the right knee pulls towards the sky. Fantastic. Bring the right hand back where it came from. Lift the left elbow. Step the right foot outside the right wrist. Fantastic. From here, it's your lizard stance. I want you to energize through the back of the left knee. I want you to broaden the heart forward. Take a deep breath in here. And then softly, exhale, release the left knee down to the ground. Nice. Keep the left hand where it is. You can put the left hand on the block, or you can take the left hand off of the mat to the left. Then we're going to take the right hand to the left foot as you sweep big circle and grab hold of the pinky toe side. As you hold the pinky toe side, open that right shoulder and with the left foot, kick into that right hand. Squeeze the left glute. Take a deep breath in. Try not to let that right knee out to the right. Keep the right foot firmly down on the ground. Left buttock is firm. Left foot kicks in. One more deep breath. And then exhale, release. Relax. Bring the right hand down to the floor. Step the left foot outside the left wrist. Fantastic. Bring yourself to Malasana, option to stay here or to put blocks underneath your heels if that's what you prefer, or you can just have the heels lifted for now. Wherever you are, from the tailbone to the crown of the head, keep the spine nice and straight. We're going to do one more active hip work, so bring your hands to prayer and bring your elbows to the inside of your knees. Again, without trying to round the upper body, stay nice and straight. With the knees, kick into the elbows, with the elbows resist. We're going to do that on a count of 10. Get ready, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press. 10, 9, 8, keep breathing in here. So even though I'm still counting, you're allowed to breathe. Just keep that tension between the knees and the elbows. 3, 2, 1, and release, but stay in a pose. This time we're going to move the knees away from the elbows on a count of 10. Get ready, deep breath in. As you exhale, move the knees away for 10, 9, don't forget to breathe, stay nice and upright, squeezing those glutes, and if you're shaking, welcome it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the hands towards the ground, step the right foot, followed by the left foot, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Nice, you can stay here, option 1, or you can lower that right elbow. If you've lowered the right elbow, walk the left hand slightly further forward. Don't forget about the right hip. You want that right hip to be pulling away from the right armpit and the left knee to be reaching towards the sky. Your right heel is heavy. Come back, left hand in, right elbow up, step the left foot outside the left wrist. Lizard pose. Nice and heavy through the hips, but strong through the back leg. Open and broaden the collarbones. You can always put blocks underneath those hands here if you're struggling here. Just really working through. Don't be a paperweight. Press the feet down, press through the back leg. One more deep breath. And then gently soften the right knee down. Nice. Staying in here, zipping the legs towards one another. Take the right hand either onto a block, you can keep it here, or I like mine to the right. Then the left hand sweeps up and over towards the pinky toe side of the right foot. Once you've got it, it's very easy to just keep on pulling here, but I want you to engage that right quad. So I want you to kick the foot into the hand. Keep pressing the left foot onto the floor. Don't let the left big toe come up. One more deep breath in here. Keep kicking, squeeze that right glute. Feel the right glute working. And then with control, let that go. Left hand down, right hand to center. Lift that right knee and bring the right foot outside the right wrist. Fantastic. Soften through the hips. One more time, Malasana. And one more time, we're going to do what we've just done. So bring your hands to prayer. Elbows towards the inner thighs, broaden the collarbones. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, squeeze the knees into the elbows on 10, 9, 8. Don't forget to breathe here, really squeezing those knees into the elbows. You should feel the shake through the hands. 3, 2, 1, release. Stay in a pose. And now pull the knees away from the elbows. 10. 9, stay upright, prevent from rounding. 5, say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the tension. Fantastic. From here, bring your hands towards the ground, lift your hips up and away, forward fold with Malasana legs. Nice. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in, take the sit bones up towards the sky. Your knees don't have to be straight at all. Focus on pressing the feet into the ground. And then as you inhale, come into a halfway lift, bringing the shoulders in line with the hips. Take a deep breath in, broadening the collarbones. Exhale, bow it and down. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Come into a baby chair. And exhale, Tadasana. Fantastic. Stay with the feet in Malasana stance. We're just going to do 3 Malasana half sun salutes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the knees towards the armpits as you lower the hips down. Stay here, look up, inhale, keep the arms reaching to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders and hips in line. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, baby chair, send your sit bones back. Exhale, Tadasana, hands by the side of the body. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach the arms up, squeeze the glutes and quads. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the knees towards the armpits. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and bow. Inhale, baby chair. Exhale, Tadasana. Last one like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the knees towards the armpits. Nice long spine. Inhale, look up towards the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. You can bring your hands to the shins or the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, baby chair, send the sit bones back, reach through the hands. Exhale, press the feet to the ground, Tadasana. Nice, bring your feet hip distance apart. And without using your hands, send your weight to the right foot. On your inhale, bring the left knee in line with the left hip. Now, if you are somewhere soft, like I am, you might find balance is a little tricky. Feel free to bring yourself close to a wall. All right, left knee, left hip, flex the toes. Take a deep breath in, then see if you can take that left knee to the left. Point the foot, and then lift that knee higher as you bring the left foot to the right inner thigh. Try and avoid touching the left leg with your hands. Nice and active tree. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips slightly forward, hugging through the ribs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Press the right inner thigh to that left foot into that right inner thigh. One more deep breath. And now from here, bring that left knee back where you took it from. And as you exhale, step it back to crescent. Staying in this crescent, soften the back knee. Press through the ball of the back foot. Press through the right foot and zip the legs together. Feel that front of that hip working. Squeeze the left glute. And as you exhale, lean forward, step forward. Tadasana. Nice. Let's try the same on the other side. Send the weight to the left foot. Bring the right knee in line with the right hip. Take a moment to just notice what's going on here. Taking stock, flexing the foot, noticing how that hip needs to work to support the leg. Then take the right leg to the right. Try and not take the left hip with you. Point the toes. Bring it high to the armpits. Bring the right foot towards the left inner thigh or the knee. Allow it to land softly. Squeeze the glutes. Engage your quads. Allow yourself to breathe in here. If it's really easy, reach your arms up, maybe bringing the palms together, pressing the palms into one another above your head. Maybe close your eyes. One more deep breath, pressing the left inner thigh to the right foot and the right foot to the left inner thigh. Fantastic. Then gently unravel. Bring that right knee in front of you, step it back into crescent. With control, leaning forward as you step it down. Soften that back knee. You can have your hands on your hips or in prayer, or you can even have them up over to the sky. Wherever you're doing, press the right foot down. Zip the right foot towards the left foot presses down, zips it back. Take a deep breath in, really 100% effort as you squeeze the legs towards one another. Lean forward, step forward, Tadasana. Take a moment, notice how your breath is doing. Breathe in and out calmly. Notice what it feels like to be in the body now and what is that underlying tone of your mind right now. Fantastic. From here, allow yourself to take a tree pose. Send your weight to the right foot. Bring the left knee close to the chest. Cross the left foot over the right thigh. Open it up to figure 4. Bring your hands to prayer. And now from here, I want you to send your sit bones back. And then I want you to press the left shin down. Sit maybe lower on the right thigh. Sit bones back, left shin down, hard forward and up. One more time like that. Sit bones back, left shin down. Don't release the pressure. Take a breath in. Bring the left peace finger and thumb around the left big toe. As you inhale, open up nice and passive to a one-legged balance. Stay here or release the grip, holding the foot where it is. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, release it down. Fantastic. Same thing, other side. Chair pose. Hands to prayer. Right foot lifts off the mat, knee to chest, cross it over, figure 4 stretch. Flex the foot. Sit bones back, right shin down. One more time like that. Sit bones back, right shin presses down. Your gaze is set, your drishti is focused. One more time. You got it. Right peace fingers and thumb around the right big toe. On your inhale, rise up. Take that left hand to the side for balance. Nice. You can stay here or you can let that right foot go. Stay here. Focus on maintaining the pose and then gently with control, let it all out. Fantastic. If you need a sip of water, have a sip of water. Other than that, take a moment just taking that energy. Notice the heartbeat. Maybe bring both hands to the heart center. Tune into your breath. Allow yourself long, calming exhales. Fantastic. Come in for that baby chair as you inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step the left followed by the right, downward facing dog. Lovely. Come onto the plank and lower down with control all the way to the belly. Nice. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Let the forehead rest on the hands. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And then nice and easy, just bend the right knee. Flex the right foot. Focus on pressing the front of the hips down to the ground. What I want you to make sure that you're doing is that the right and the left front of the hip presses down at all times. Keeping the right foot flexed, the right foot above the right knee, I want you to lift the right thigh off of the mat. But as you do this, try and prevent from lifting the hips. So the left knee does not press into the floor, it's just the right knee that's lifting. The hip points pressing down. It doesn't have to be a big lift. If it's a big lift, you're probably compensating. So stay nice and low. And then gently on the inhale, lengthen that right knee. Fantastic. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Keep that thigh off of the mat though. Inhale one last time. Exhale, rebend. Lovely. Release the right knee. Release the right foot. You can swap your hands. So the opposite hand is now underneath the forehead. Bend the left knee. Keeping the left knee nice and heavy for now. Just getting used to having that knee bend, aligning the foot directly above the knee. Flexing the foot. Pressing through the front of the hips, lift the left thigh off of the mat. Lift the right knee off of the mat too, but keep that right foot flat. Nice. Now 3 times. As you inhale, lengthen the left knee. As you exhale, curl it up. Inhale, re-straighten. Exhale, bend it up. One last time. Keep pressing the front of the hips down, and if you're shaking or cramping, back it off. Re-bend. Softly release the left knee, release the left foot, and bring yourself into all fours. We're going to go for a 90-90 seat. We're going to take care of the back leg. So let's bring the right leg nice and forward. Sit down on the right sit bone. We're going to bring the right shin parallel with the front edge of the mat, flexing the right foot, bringing the right thigh parallel to the long edge of the mat. Then bring the left knee directly in line with the left hip and the left ankle directly underneath the left knee. Turn your torso towards the front. If this is really uncomfortable, you can come with that front leg bend. It's the back leg that we're going to be working on today. Okay, so the trick here is the farther forward you lean, the easier it will be. So what you try and avoid is rounding the back or extending the back, which could also happen. So let's start nice and low. Pressing both legs onto the ground, frame that front thigh. You can bring that hand closer if that's easier for you. Turning the torso, lifting the lifting the heart. We're going to first lift that left foot off of the mat. So press the left knee into the ground, squeeze the left buttock, lift the left foot up, and softly lower. This was easy. Come up higher. Pressing the knee down, lift the foot up. Any cramping in that hip, back it off, lower it down to the lower level. This was easy. Bring your hands to prayer. Stay nice and upright, lift up. Nice and easy, lower. One last time, lift up and gently lower. Fantastic. Now bring your hands back towards the front of the mat. And this time we're just going to lift that left knee off of the mat, keeping that foot directly underneath the knee. Press the left inner ankle to the ground. Let's lift that left knee up. It doesn't matter how high it goes. Just keep it in line. Release. This was easy. Come up higher. Straight back. Lift that left knee. And release. This was easy. Come up higher. Lift up and release. Hands to prayer maybe. Lift up, pressing that right foot, right leg into the ground. Keep it lifted, and release. Well done, fantastic. Let's try the same thing on the other side. But actually, before we get there, let's try pigeon on the right side. So bring yourself into pigeon, just sliding that left leg nice and out. If this is uncomfortable for your knee, back it up, don't worry about it. We won't be here for long. Bring the left hand to that right knee. Bring the left elbow down. Bring the right hand in line with the right knee, slightly further to the right. Now from here, I want you to twist the torso towards the right. The right knee presses in towards the right and the left hand pulls the knee to the left. Keep this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Fantastic. Now from here, allow yourself to come onto your back side. Bring your knees together. Same thing other side. All right. Let's bring the left knee towards the front of the mat, aligning for 90-90 seat. Left shin parallel to the front of the mat. Left thigh parallel to the wide edge of the mat. All right. Foot is flexed. The right knee is in line with the right hip and the right foot is in line with the right knee. Flex the foot, nice and easy, lean forward. If it's uncomfortable on this side, again you have option to bend that left knee deeper, as we're just working with that right leg today, or the back leg I should say. All right, wherever you are, let's keep that right inner knee down. Lift the right foot. Try not to elongate or extend that knee. Keep it bent. Release it down. Easy, come up. Not easy, stay. Lift up. And lower. Lift up. And lower. And of course, option. If you're cramping, then back it off. Always just take a step back. Lift that right foot off of the mat and release it down. Fantastic. Let's now try with the knee. One more time, just returning to that base where we're leaning forward, pressing the legs down. Press the inner right ankle down. Lift that right knee up. Doesn't matter how high it goes, release it down. Easy, come up. Not easy, stay. Lift up. And release. Lift up. Press the inner ankle down. Release. All right, one last one. Lift up, hold. Keep pressing that right heel down, right big toe down, lifting the right knee, hold, 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 and release it down. Fantastic. Pigeon on this side. Align yourself. Take a moment to get there, elongating that right leg nice and straight behind you. Right hand to left knee, right elbow to the floor, left hand in line with the left knee. Twist the torso to the left. With that left knee, create the action of going to the left. With the right hand, resist. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Release that. And from here, we're going to go straight into Gomukhasana. So sit back on that left outer hip. I like to bring that left knee slightly further to center and then sweep the right leg up and over. Bring the right knee directly over the left knee and take your feet as far away from midline as possible. Sometimes I find coming from all fours it's easier, and sometimes I find putting blocks underneath my hips is much nicer. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in here, and we're going to go for a side body stretch. So let's take the left hand to the left side and sweep the right arm up and over. Press the knees down. With the right hand, grab hold of the left ear, and with the head, just gently rest it down. Try not to lean forward. Keep that torso nicely open. Bring the head slightly further back. Come back and unravel. Lovely. Let's try the same side body stretch to the other side. Take the right hand to the right and sweep the left hand up and over. Bend that left elbow, grab hold of the right ear, take the head slightly further away. Rest the head firmly. One more breath and unravel. Lovely. From here, just lean back. See if you can do this without touching your legs. Cross them the other way around and bring yourself to Gomukhasana on the other side. And when you get there and you're like, are you kidding, Cloud? I can't do this. You have hands after all. And I can't see. And even if I could, what could I possibly do? So here, nice and easy, right hand to the right, sweep the left arm. You can stay here if this is plenty for you and you're like, I don't feel the other thing. If you want more, bend that left elbow goes to the sky, head rests on the left hand, lower ribs hug in. And unravel. Same thing other side, left hand to the left side, right arm up and over. Option to stay here. Or bend that right elbow up to the sky, head presses down. Let the head go slightly further back. Don't take the head forward. You'll lose so much of that juiciness of the stretch. Come back, unravel. Fantastic. Lean back without using your hands. Take the legs nice and long in front of you. If you need to shake the legs, shake them. And then from here, just bring the right hand to the left knee. Take the left hand behind you. Sit nice and straight. See if you can bring the left shoulder and right shoulder in line with one another. Flexing the feet. You can bring the left hand to the ground, or you can keep it lifted if you feel like you still want to work a little harder. Head back, chin up. Deep breath in, full breath out. Unravel. Fantastic. Same thing at the side, left hand outside of the right knee, right hand behind you. Again, you can bring the right hand to the ground, or you can keep it hovering. Bring the right and left shoulder in one line with one another. Toes flexed. Ribs in, lengthen through the spine. One more breath in. Full exhale. Fantastic. Unravel. Now for the final resting pose, you can take Shavasana. You can stay with me in a seated meditation, in a comfortable seated pose. That doesn't necessarily mean cross-legged. If lotus is comfortable for you, you can take that for the duration. Allow your body to settle, whether you're lying down or staying seated. Allow your eyes to fall closed. And then align, whether you are on the ground or seated. Align the hips with the heart and the heart with the head. Bring the back of the head in line with the back of the body. Obviously easier when you're lying down. Tuck the chin ever so slightly, elongating the back of the neck. Your hips have worked really hard through this class. You've learned to control the moves, not just expand on the range of motion, but improve on the quality of that range. In yoga, we frequently get driven by going deeper in poses, achieving more of a visual impact. And I just wish that occasionally we step away from this, actually not just occasionally, but I wish we could step away from this and just focus on the quality rather than the quantity. Allow yourself to observe the quality of the sensations in the body and the quality of the mind. See if you can relax into the pose. If you have more time to stay here for a little bit longer. If you are lying down and you want to slowly come and meet me in your seated pose, allow yourself a few breaths to get there. There's no rush. And if you are seated with me, just turn into the breath, gently deepening it. Letting the body work with the breath, expanding on inhale and surrendering on exhale. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center and bow your head down. If you've enjoyed the class, share it with your friends. If you didn't, share it with your friends. You never know, they might enjoy it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Have a fantastic rest of the day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much. See you soon.